What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Bryant Watkins, and welcome to another edition of the Bryant Watkins channel. My subject today is 10 signs of an inferiority complex. The reason why I'm making this video, for those of you who may be around someone that display these specific traits. Also, I am making this video for, unfortunately, maybe you see him in yourself. And you may wonder why. So let's get started. But before I get started, smash that like button. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. And smash that subscribe button. Shout outs to all of my viewers. And before I start, I'm not being comical or cynical or making mockery for those who may see some of these traits in themselves. I don't mean it like that at all. It's more so seeing these traits in others, because this is what made me primarily decide to make this video, because I seen some of these in people that were around me that are not around me anymore, because I decided to get them out of my life. But I'm going to start. Now, according to self.com and also from utango.com, people with an inferiority complex share 10 sad traits. Having lower self-esteem is detrimental to your progress in life. When you fail to see the value in yourself, you miss out on beneficial opportunities. People believe in their own worth tend to do better in school and their careers. They have good, healthy relationships, are less antisocial, and maintain good mental and physical health. Chronic low self-esteem can easily become a full-fledged inferiority complex, sabotaging everything you do in life. What is an inferiority complex? An inferiority complex is feelings of inadequacy, real or imagined. These feelings can result from a physical impairment or a mental health condition that makes you feel less intelligent than others. Now, before I go on, I see a lot of this among Black people in America. I do. But you know where I saw it the most? My family members, and that's why I had cut them loose a long time ago. I saw it so much that when I was 6 years old, I knew I had to get out of their life, and I knew I had to keep them out of my life for good once I got out of their life. The hardest part was waiting to grow up to become a legal age, according to the city and lawmakers of the state of Michigan, to be considered an adult to do so. So let me continue on where I left off. It is normal to have negative thoughts about what you are capable of from time to time, but those emotions should lead to growth and development instead of imagined physical or psychological deficiencies. The sense of inferiority can cause people to block their own blessings by counting themselves out in instances where they are fully capable of achieving their goals. The notion of inferiority complex is that you are less than or more undeserving of something or everything than other people. Again, before I continue, I saw a lot of that in my own family, my siblings, my parents, just a lot of fuck-ups, unnecessarily. And I'm like, something is wrong. And 2023, I still see that a lot in black people in America, especially niggas. The new word, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, niggly bears. I see it in them a lot. And this is one of the reasons why I'm also making this video, to shine the light on those who may be surrounded by niggly bears in their family, in their social, in their workplace. You know, that if you believe that you can become successful, you are right. This video is supporting that belief. Now I'm going to continue where I left off. What causes a person to have an inferiority complex? There are several ways people with an inferiority complex may have gotten that way. Most often, these feelings are developed in childhood. Perhaps you were invalidated or taught that you were just not good enough. Again, grabbing the bears among black people in America. Saw all that in family. Unfortunately, still see it today. The only difference is because I am an adult, I can choose to keep that type of negative energy out of my immediate circle. Though it sounds counterintuitive, a person with an inferiority complex may appear to have a superiority complex. The latter is something used as a reaction to a feeling that you are less than. When considering an inferiority complex versus superiority complex, think of them as two sides of the same coin. One is a overcompensated to those deep, dark feelings of inferiority. An Australian psychologist, Alfred Adler, coined the term inferiority complex out of his curiosity to understand why some of us lack the motivation and faith in ourselves to reach our ambitions. Mental health professionals have also linked the condition to adult experiences, personality traits, and cultural messages that seemingly confirm our inadequacy. So, I'm going to share 10 signs you have an inferiority complex. Number 1, you expect the worst. One of the signs of an inferiority complex is catastrophic thinking. You assume the worst of every situation and automatically decide that people have ill intent. Number 2, you're antisocial. People who feel inferiority tend to avoid social situations. They are uncomfortable getting to know people out of fear their shortcomings will come to light. And before I go to number 3, this is what I see a lot in niggas and the niggly bears. That right there, because they don't want to quit being niggas or niggly bears, because they don't want people to see in other higher, accomplished, structured environments that they're not only niggas and niggly bears, but they want to stay one and always will. And this is where their demise is here because of this reason of behaving that way, on them saying, keep it real. When in reality, it's not true. Let's go to number 3. Number 3, you give up easily. If you already believe you can't do something, you won't. People who feel incapable see no point in trying their best, so they give up after investing little effort. Number 4, you have negative self-talk. An inferiority complex truly starts in your own mind. You enforce negative thoughts about who you are and your worth and manifest them in your life. Number 5, you're often depressed. When you have negative feelings and thoughts, your energy is impacted, so it is no surprise that those emotions lead to depression. Number 6, you're overly competitive. If you have an inferiority complex, you will always try to convince yourselves or others that you are worthy. That leads to excessive competitiveness. When you compete with others and perceive that you have lost, your value will decrease in your eyes. Number 7, you're super judgmental. You tend to judge others, people, harshly, pointing out their flaws and faults to distract from those you believe you have. Number 8, you can't take criticism. In your eyes, criticism towards you could never be constructive. You can dish it out, but you can't take it. Every negative word of feedback is taken personally and internalized. And again, before I go to number 9, I saw that a lot in family. That's why I cut them loose. I see that among blacks still to this day, especially niggas, aka niggly bears. See, they want to be niggas, but they don't want to pay the price of being one, such as the police being called on them. And we all know how police can handle you if you don't want to stop fucking with people that's not bothering with you. See, and then when you tell them, well, no, you did this. I had to call the police on one yesterday, trying to go for bad. Again, bringing trouble on themselves. And you go, oh, come on, bro. Oh, no, I said, no. And the police showed up, and he had to run away like a little bitch. See what I'm saying? I already told him, going about your business, and told him why. He couldn't take criticism. Let's go to number 9. Number 9, you fail to take accountability. Feeling bad about yourself is enough. You absolutely refuse to take accountability for any of your actions. Adding more negativity about yourself would be too much to bear. And that's the same thing dealing with most black people in America today in 2023 is not accepting that when you display most of these traits in a civilized world that's ever advancing into artificial intelligence, automation, and many other advanced technology displays, more and more people are not going to want to have anything to do with you because most of us refuse to take accountabilities and being jealous, crabs in the barrels, especially the niggas, aka the niggly bears, and no one doesn't want them. And this is why the demise for most of us is here. Number 10, you like to see others fail. You love it when someone is doing worse than you are. It makes you feel like you might be better than you thought you were. Now, there is someone beneath you to make you feel good about yourself. I saw a lot of that in my family, and that's why I got the hell away from them. So, how to deal with an inferiority complex. One of the best ways to treat an inferiority complex is to find a therapist that can help you overcome your low self-esteem and trauma. Meditation and journaling are good additions to getting help from a mental health professional. These can help you to get your thoughts on paper and identify thought patterns and triggers. Practicing self-love and self-care can go a long way in realizing the value you bring. Treat yourself in the same way you expect others to treat you. So, that is the end of my video. But if you would like to sign up for a newsletter to go more into detail about this, you can sign up for your Tango Free newsletter at yourtango.com. That word is spelled Tango in case I'm mispronouncing it. Yourtango.com, where you can sign up for your free newsletter to go more into this topic and many other ones that may attract and keep your interests. Thank you, and like, subscribe, and comment, and donate. Thank you again.